Bondi Beach is known around the world as a symbol of freedom, beauty, and safety. A place where people come to relax, celebrate life, and feel secure. But in a matter of moments, that carefully protected image was shattered when a violent incident unfolded, leaving shock, grief, and unanswered questions in its wake. What began as a normal day in one of Australia's most iconic public spaces quickly turned into panic and confusion as people fled. Emergency services rushed in, and a nation struggled to comprehend how something so disturbing could happen in a place that feels almost sacred to the Australian identity. As the immediate threat was neutralized and authorities began their investigation, attention naturally shifted to the man at the center of the incident, and with that came an avalanche of speculation, scrutiny, and debate. Reports suggest the individual had a deeply troubled past, or whether they only respond once irreversible damage has already been done. As police confirmed details and praised the swift response that likely prevented further harm, controversy erupted almost immediately, with social media, commentators, and news outlets offering competing narratives, each emphasizing different aspects of the story. Some framed the incident primarily as a mental health failure, others as a public safety breakdown.
Simple as that. 20 minutes was 4 policemen there, nobody gave fire back, nothing, like they are froze, like for it looked like 20 minutes.
And some questioned whether institutions instinctively lean toward explanations that deflect deeper accountability. This clash of narratives revealed how quickly tragedies become battlegrounds for ideology, emotion, and public opinion, often before all the facts are even known. At the same time, acts of bravery by civilians were widely shared and celebrated, reminding people that in moments of chaos, ordinary individuals sometimes step forward in extraordinary ways. Yet even these moments were not immune to misinformation, as misidentifications, exaggerated claims, and false reports spread rapidly online, blurring the line between truth and rumor. Bondi Beach itself carries a layered history, and for many Australians, this incident reopened older wounds and unresolved debates about policing, crisis response, and the illusion of absolute safety in public spaces. Critics began asking why warning signs are so often acknowledged only after tragedy strikes, why mental health resources remain stretched and reactive, and why conversations about prevention rarely lead to lasting structural change. Beyond Australia, the incident resonated globally, feeding into a broader sense that violence, once shocking, has become disturbingly familiar, and that societies everywhere are struggling to balance freedom, security, compassion, and accountability. What unsettled many people most was how quickly normal life seemed to resume, with tourists returning, waves continuing to crash against the shore, and routines carrying on, while families mourned privately and investigations quietly continued. This contrast between visible normalcy and hidden trauma highlights a pattern seen again and again. Public outrage burns hot and fast, promises of reform are made, attention slowly fades, and eventually silence returns, until the next incident forces the cycle to repeat. Bondi Beach did not just witness a violent act, it exposed deeper cracks beneath the surface of a society that prides itself on order, safety, and control, raising questions that go far beyond one individual or one day. The most disturbing aspect may not be the incident itself, but how predictable the sequence feels: missed warning signs, sudden catastrophe, emotional debate, and